power to change our lives. I like daydreaming. So for me, it is a key to open up a world of possibilities. Today, I want to share with you one of my daydreams. What if we could communicate with our pets? My story will begin with a small incident that happened to me. It was a winter afternoon, and it was raining lightly outside. My sister and I were playing downstairs. Suddenly, a weak and miserable moan penetrated my ears. We walked door volume sound and found a kitten. It was a newly born pet cat, and it was shooting the rain. Thinking that a storm was coming soon, we made a shelter for the kitten. We approached the kitten and said, "Kitten, don't be afraid. Come inside the house and take shelter from the rain." But the kitten seemed very scared. He got under the bushes. No matter how we it didn't come out again. We had no choice but to leave. At night, the heavy rain pounded against the windows. We were all worried about the kitten. Early the next morning, we went downstairs to look for the kitten. But the kitten was nowhere to be found. This incident made me sad for a long time. The kitten's frightened eyes often appeared in my mind. Pet is such a warm word. It brings joy and encourages us to grow. However, as time goes by, some pets suffer the fate of being abandoned. According to data from the International Animal Welfare Organization, the global pet abandonment rate ranges from 10% to 30%. This means that for every 10 pets, 1 to 3 are abandoned. Our country's stray cats and dogs in 2023, according to the incoming status from the China Small Animal Protection Association. The number of stray dogs in China currently exceeds 40 million, while the number of stray cats exceeds 53 million, and the number is constantly increasing. On August 30th, 2022, the RSPCA released a report stating that the country's pet abandonment rate increased by 24% in 2022. The RSPCA report showed that there were 22,908 pets between January and July in 2022 abandoned, compared with 18,375 pets abandoned during the same period in 2021. These data tell us that the pet abandonment does not only happen in our motherland, but the same things happen all over the world. Do you know? Behind every abandoned pet, there may be a sad story. They were once part of family, but for various reasons, they were abandoned and could only wander the streets. My neighbor, Uncle Wang, has a pet named Donnie. When I was 10 years old, Uncle Wang got married, and his wife soon became pregnant. Uncle Wang had no choice but to send Donnie to grandfather's house in the countryside. About half a year later, I saw a dirty puppy scratching the door outside Uncle Wang's house. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was Donnie. His right feet are injured and stumbled from walking. His big eyes that used to be full of energy are full of fear now. I couldn't imagine how a puppy can turn to his home from countryside, which is more than 100 miles away. What exactly has it gone through? What kind of disappear and trouble it had? If you communicate with our pets, Uncle Wong could explain to Donnie why it was sent to countryside. In this way, Donnie might live happily with grandfather. Friends, have you ever seen the movie Hatchie, A Dog's Tale? The story is very simple, but very touching. It's from a true story happened in Japan. In 1923, Hatchie was born in Ado City, Japan. Its owner was a professor. When the professor passed away in 1925, Hatchie waited for his Station for 9 years until his death due to illness in 1935. If we could communicate with our pets, Hachi could understand when people tell him, "You don't need to wait anymore. He's not coming back." In this way, Hachi might not spend the rest of her life in pain and expectations. If we communicate with our pets and understand the language, then we will find that every animal has its own emotions. They also desire happiness and warmth, just like humans. In this way, many people will not be able to abandon their pets constantly. If animals could understand what we say, then they could understand human behavior. Many tragedies might not happen. In this way, it might change our relationship with animals. Maybe even change our relationship with the natural world forever. Thank you.